He's left the second best team in blue in England to come and play for the second best blue team in Scotland. Sam Mcclelland is officially a St Johnstone player. Welcome back, guys, to Fog Football and the big transfer news today. And I use the term big loosely, but it's the biggest thing we've got to talk about. It is former Chelsea defender, the Northern Irish centre-back Sam Mcclelland. He's been released by Chelsea, and the 21-year-old has been signed up by St Johnstone on a 2-year contract. Mcclelland has agreed to join Saints for 2 years. He played 30 times on loan last season at Barrow, as they finished 9th in League 2. So that is the kind of standard that we're dealing with. He did come up through the Chelsea youth system in 2018 and has earned his one and only Northern Ireland cap in a friendly against Ukraine in 2021. Regarding this move to St Johnstone and coming up to Scotland, Sam Mcclelland had the following to say, quote, "It's a brilliant opportunity to come up to Scotland. There's a real spotlight with so many big games in the Premiership that I'm looking forward to already. I'm here to improve myself, but to also try and be a part of a successful St Johnstone team." End of quote. If he wants to be a part of a successful St Johnstone team, he's probably a couple of years too late in coming up here, because St Johnstone did win the Cup double a few years ago, and they ain't going to be doing that anytime soon again. Why they got rid of Callum Davidson after that double cup win, I will never know. That was a historic moment, a historic achievement that will never be replicated by St Johnstone. And for them to get rid of him and replace him by the guy that has never managed a club, and the only experience that he has in any sort of managerial football is being the number 2 to the guy that they sacked and didn't deem good enough, makes no sense to me. But anyway, it's not about Callum Davidson, it's about Sam Mcclelland. And the fact that I think this is a decent signing for St Johnstone. I think they needed something. They've not had a good start to the season, and that is an understatement. You look at their performance in the Fireplay Cup, the Scottish League Cup, they went out with just 1 win in 4 games. And you look at their group, it wasn't a tough group. You can't look at St Johnstone's group and think, well, you know, there's some banana peels in there, you can see why they've slipped up. No, I mean, the 3 defeats were all poor defeats. Really, really shocking, some upsets. I mean, the 4-0 against Stirling has to be arguably the worst domestic result I think I've maybe seen in Scottish football. Keep in mind, this is Stirling Albion that were playing away at McDermott Park, and last season were in Scottish League 2, so when you factor that in, wow, St Johnstone have not had a good start to the season at all. But I do believe Sam Mcclelland will be a good signing. He's young. He's obviously been playing through the youth system at Chelsea. He'll be used to playing with good players. He probably will take a bit of time to get used to the shite he's going to be surrounded by at St Johnstone, but I'm sure that he will come good. And this could even be one of those signings where he might not be there for long, but perhaps if he does impress, and if he can deliver some good performances, who knows, maybe St Johnstone will be able to cash in on him in a year or 2 years' time. But I think St Johnstone needed players, because at the moment I've probably got them finishing last in my prediction. I haven't gave it yet, but as of right now, I think I've got St Johnstone finishing last this season. Now, I don't know if Sam Mcclelland is enough to make me change my mind, but I do believe it's a good signing by the Saints. Is it going to be enough to keep them up? Who knows? I think they might need a bit more, but it is a signing. Can't complain at this one. It's a good signing, and I think it is probably their best signing of the season so far. So we'll see what happens in the upcoming year, guys. Can Sam Mcclelland be a good player for St Johnstone? It's a bit of a downgrade, not going to lie. I mean, Chelsea to St Johnstone, I'm sure he wasn't hoping for this, wasn't expecting this, but it's happened, and now he's got to make the most of it. Like he says, it is a big opportunity to come to Scotland. How many players have we seen leave the Scottish leagues over the last couple of seasons and move on to bigger leagues and better things? And, you know, this could be a stepping stone. Like, it is a chance to showcase your abilities. There is big games in Scotland. A lot of these games are televised. You know, you've got a much better chance of impressing at St Johnstone and getting a big move than you do at any English League 2 side or any English League 1 side. That is a fucking fact. If you perform well in Scotland, clubs from around the world will notice you. So it's a big opportunity for Sam Mcclelland. Like I said, he's still only 21, really young, and if he hits the ground running, you know, he'll be a big player for St Johnstone, and it might not be long before he's at a bigger club than St Johnstone. But that's it, guys. Not a lot of transfer news happening today, although there might be something going on at Ibrox. And if that news breaks, and it will break here on Fog Football, so stay subscribed. We'll catch you in the next one. Got Hibernian playing later on tonight. Surely Hibs will win comfortably. I'm thinking 4 or 5 goals. If they don't win by at least 4 or 5, then I think that's an embarrassment. They should be demolishing this team. It shouldn't be close. It shouldn't even be a matter of trying to scrape through. The tie should be over tonight at half-time, but we'll see what happens. I don't trust Lee Johnson, but the St Johnstone fans trust Sam Mcclelland. Let me know in the comments down below. Catch you on the next one. Till then, though, peace.